88.6, Plenty Valley FM, and on the line from Crimestoppers is Clem. What's happening this week?
Well, we've got our three wanted. First up is Lahiru Kumaraje Don. Kumaraje Don is wanted by police for failing to answer bail, trafficking methamphetamines, and theft. The 26-year-old is described as 180 centimetres tall with a solid build. He has brown eyes, black hair, and a dark complexion. 10 warrants have been issued for his arrest. He is known to frequent Noble Park. Our second wanted for this week is Thomas Dolman. Dolman is wanted by police for failing to answer bail, theft, and driving whilst disqualified. The 48-year-old is described as 160 centimetres tall with a thin build. He has green eyes, brown hair, and a fair complexion. 6 warrants have been introduced for his arrest. Dolman frequents the Dandenong area. Our third wanted this week is Hassan DeBarge. DeBarge is wanted by police for burglary, obtaining property by deception, and theft. The 23-year-old is described as 107 centimetres tall with a medium build. He has brown eyes, black hair, and a fair complexion. 29 warrants have been introduced for his arrest. He is known to frequent the Dallas area. Images of these people and many more can be found on crimestoppersvic.com.au. You can submit an anonymous report online or by calling 1800 333 000.
Okay, and our scam of the week.
Yeah, our scam of the week is invoice fraud. This is where scammers use fake or altered invoices to trick businesses and people into making unauthorised payments, often leading to significant financial losses. Scammers create fake invoices that appear to come from legitimate suppliers or businesses. They may overcharge you or use an email address very similar to a real business to trick you. They can also duplicate invoices by sending the same invoice multiple times in an attempt to receive payment more than once. How to avoid this scam? If you run a business, educate employees about the signs of invoice fraud and the importance of verifying invoices before making payments. Look for spelling mistakes, bad grammar, and unusual punctuation. And remember, if you've been scammed, report it to Scamwatch at scamwatch.gov.au or to Crime Stoppers.
Okay, and what else are we covering this week, Clem?
Yeah, well, we've got our crime topic, why young people need to speak up against sexism. When we hear something sexist, harmful or degrading and say nothing, we're not staying neutral. We're giving it space to grow. Silence can fuel harmful attitudes and behaviours. If jokes, put-downs or locker room talk go unchallenged, they can normalise disrespect and create environments where violence and abuse feel excusable. Young people have enormous power to change this. Calling out sexism and disrespect helps create safer spaces for everyone. Speaking out doesn't always have to be loud or confrontational. Sometimes it's about finding safe and practical ways to show harmful behaviour that won't be tolerated or accepted. Why speaking up matters. Words can lead to actions. What starts as a joke can reinforce harmful stereotypes and attitudes that fuel violence and inequality. Silence sends a message. If no one challenges harmful behaviour, others may think it's acceptable. One voice can shift culture. When one person speaks up, it often encourages others to do the same. How to speak up safely. Use I statements. For example, I don't find that funny or I'm not comfortable with that. Ask questions. A simple what do you mean by that can put responsibility back on the person to explain themselves. Show support. If someone has been targeted, check in with them afterwards. Use your support networks. If you don't feel safe speaking up directly, speak with a teacher, parent, or another trusted adult. And remember, every small action helps challenge harmful attitudes. Silence fuels violence and every voice can make a difference. Contact Crime Stoppers Victoria online at crimestoppersvic.com.au over the phone if you've witnessed or know something about sexual violence or harassment.
Great advice. Thanks, Clem, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Speak to you next week.